It's been a little while since you've been on Supernatural, which now it's kind of turning into the middle of the show's run, which at the time people weren't exactly sure, where the show was in its longevity. Is there, looking back, is there something a storyline that you did back then that now you can't believe you got to do so early in a show's run?
I was always shocked by what we were able to get away with. I thought they would say, don't throw that knife through that person's eye, or you can't do that to a child.
Sure.
Drown them, for example. We did that early on, but we were really fortunate. We were working with a studio and a network, more than one, actually, in the history of the show, that was very creatively supportive of the show and really understood the vision that Eric Kirkley brought to the table.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, some of the things that you did, it had some of the biggest emotional impact as well, especially like Soulless Sam, for example. It taught us things that maybe we didn't know could happen to the boys. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like that changed the dynamic between the brothers and the show going forward, knowing that even they are not untouchable?
I think that when you have a show with a long life, you have to find ways to infuse new dynamics into the relationship. And I think the thing that we had figured out as writers by then was that there was a core strength to the relationship of Sam and Dean that was frankly the reason we were still on the air. The chemistry between those two characters and what the actors bring to the table is really special and really singular. I don't think there's another duo like that on television. Yeah. So the actors are really game. They really like to be thrown challenges, so it's all about playing with that dynamic.
Is there anything you wish you could have done that you just didn't have time for on your run?
Like more blood and more maggots.
Okay.
Kill Sam and Dean again. No, I feel really blessed when I look back on. I think I was there for about 150 episodes. Pretty much anything that came out of my brain, if it was juicy or disgusting or heartfelt, Eric and Bob would say, let's go for it. Okay. And so that's a nice place to work.
What is the What is the storyline or the episode that you're just most proud of on a personal level? That's something that you just personally really loved and was glad you got to do? God, there are a few. I mean, we talk a lot about faith in season 1. It was a really beautiful, fun process in the room, talking with Rael and with Eric and Bob, figuring out that we wanted to tell a more personal story. And I think that had a big impact on the series. Yeah. And then the other thing that pops to mind is just we were about 3 years into the run, and Eric had been saying, we're never doing angels, and then he said, Sarah, we're doing angels, let's not fuck it up. And the angels were fantastic, and as soon as I saw Misha's entrance in that first episode, I was like, this is going to change the whole show. Mm-hmm. So that was really fun to work on. Now, I know you're on Aquarius now, but is there a time when you would consider coming back to the show? Is there something that you either want to do, or just maybe when they say, hey, it's the end, you would want to be back for the final?
I like armchair quarterbacking now.
Okay.
Really? But I'm working on a genre pilot right now, actually. I'm working on, I've adapted with my friend John McNamara. We have adapted the Magicians series by Lev Grossman. And we're about to go shoot that in New Orleans and in New York. And I have to say that my experience working on Supernatural has been so invaluable, just in understanding what is scary, what is possible on a budget. Right. I will, for the rest of my career, I will be grateful to Eric and Bob for what they taught me.
Nice. And what can we expect from Aquarius while I have you?
Dave Duchovny's best work, and I say that as someone who's been his fan for 20 years. I think really brilliant writing by the show creator, John McNamara. It's a period piece that's super modern, contemporary, really edgy, really dark, really funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much.